we're going to do some custom ones when we redo this, and I'll use this as a template, and I'll show you what we're going to do, and then we'll carpet it real nice in a very cheap way, but effective way. Welcome back to the community, everybody, and thanks for being here. When you get a chance, pop down in the description. I have apparel and stickers, t-shirts, a little bit of everything, and check out the website. Lots to see on there. It's a lot of fun, and it's free. That's the best. Please subscribe if you want to. Okay, today we are going to go ahead and we're going to remove the gas tank out of the 68. So I thought while I'm doing it, I'll make a video for those who have not removed one yet. So this will be gas tank removal. Super Beetles are pretty close to the same too, so it kind of helps out everybody a little bit. Let's get started. Okay, so mine's going to look a little easier because the trunk's not bolted on. Get our liners off. We're going to do some custom ones when we redo this, and I'll use this as a template, and I'll show you what we're going to do, and then we'll carpet it real nice in a very cheap way, but effective way. Okay, so first we're going to need, I believe that's a 13 millimeter, and a Phillips screwdriver, and get ready to take it apart. I see the factory clamps are still on here, so we're going to have to, unfortunately, try to get them off. I'll put new style on anyhow. Okay, so let's just break these loose a little. Oh, there we go. Just wanted to see if they were rusted. All right. Now you got Phillips screws here. These clamps look brand new. Always save your original German ones if possible. Okay, so let's loosen these up. Wow, these have been on there a long time. But oddly enough, the clamps are very clean. I don't think this car's seen a whole lot of road time, and here's why. For a 68, some of these things should be in worse shape. Okay, they're stuck on there, which is normal. So I'm going to give them a little tap. They've been on there forever. There we go. It loosened up. So we got one here. Remember, always save these factory clamps if possible, because they're just a much superior clamp compared to the rest. And we got one right here. Got to hold the nut on the bottom if it starts turning. Okay, that's loosened up. We have these clamps here. I'm putting new clamps on. I'm not going to try to mess with these and re-squeeze them, or you can buy new ones. But I'm not fighting with them. Go. I'll leave that aside for right now. Just watch here, you got a plastic T fitting, so Try not to bust that. I have extras, but some of you don't have extras laying around. Oh, I'll leave that aside for right now. Let me loosen this one up. These definitely have never been off. There's no doubt about that. Okay, that's out of the way. All right, let's take our bolts out. I'm amazed at how clean everything is on this for a 68. Wow, unbelievable. Remember, get a little baggie or something and put your bolts and stuff in if you start disassembling the whole car. Time to pull fuel sender off. Be gentle, don't break the wire. There you go. And we'll take a look at this as soon as we get the tank out to see what it looks like inside. Got 2 more bolts here. They're all 13 millimeter. Really? Okay. Not sure what that tab's for. Don't know. Okay, you got your 4 bolts out. Everything's loosened up here. Now we're going to pull the tank up and pull that hose off of there. Underneath, though, you'll have the fuel line feeding it. Okay, now there's a little maneuvering here because you got wires everywhere. So, let's see what's the easiest way this will come off. There we go. Well, that's clean inside. Yeah, I'll show you. Just hold on. This way. And, well, I guess the fuel line is not going to be hard to get off because it's dry rotted and broke. So that's okay. Here, let me bring you over here. There's where the fuel tank connects. Oop. From this down to here. Now, you can come in through the inner well and remove that line first and take it off. But a lot of times I like to leave extra fuel line and loop it. Don't crimp it, but loop it so that you can go ahead and get the tank out easier. So let's get it out of the way. Watch your wires and everything. You're pulling it out. All right, let's check out this frame head. Looks okay. Got some crusties there. Frame head looks good up here. I see a very little bit that'll need worked with right down in there. And this will need cleaned up here, but it's solid. And that's a wonderful thing because it ain't fun to do the frame heads. But by the time we're done with this car, it'll be all clean, shiny, and painted down in there. Looks like somebody patched with something right there. But we'll get it all cut out, welded, whatever needs done, we'll get it done. Let's look inside the gas tank. One thing I did want to point out here is this don't have a charcoal canister like some do at the back. I'll show you what I mean. Some have a charcoal canister hanging here. I don't know when they started at, maybe 72 and up. Somebody chime in. And then the line runs down and blah, blah, blah. This vents to atmosphere. So let me show you here where you had seen this. Stay with me. Hooked to the gas tank. This little hose comes off the T-fitting, goes along and down inside and out the bottom of the car. And that's what vents. Make sure your vent line is free and clear. Even take the hose off and blow some air through it, because if not, you'll build up pressure in the tank and boom. So I wanted to point that out. Got 5 Phillips screws here. I want to see if this tank's rusted inside. Left my screw gun down the house. Not running down for it now. I'll speed it up. Hold on, here we go. Okay, and I knew that wasn't going to come out that easy. There we go. Just need to persuade it a little bit. Ooh, that's been in there a long time. Could smell the varnish. Okay. And can't focus. There we go. All right. Honestly, I think we can clean that all out. Not a problem. I've seen worse. So we'll end up using our Evapor Rust and cleaning it out. Let's check the fitting on the bottom. Okay, as I showed you in the picture, I needed to wire brush it first a little. Once I get this off and before I reinstall it, I'm going to wire wheel and clean all that up and make sure this is okay. I cleaned up the threads with a wire brush, just a little one. Sprayed some PB in there. It looks like a 22 millimeter. Let me grab that. Now, if you don't have a 22 millimeter, you can use a crescent wrench. Just make sure you got a good bite on it. It's on there. Wow. Come on, spider, move along. Oh my. Yeah, it's gonna all need cleaned up, which is normal, but we'll wire wheel and clean it up. Let me see how good this looks. As you can see, I went ahead and wire wheeled and cleaned it up, but look, it's clogged. So when you take these out, you might need to go ahead and run a piece of wire through it and then blow it out with some brake clean and some air. And this one looks reusable. Just looks clean, needs cleaned up down inside and everything. So I'm sure you can buy these probably at Wolfsburg West or somewhere anyhow, but at least that's cleaned up. So that's the gas tank. And we are going to go ahead, clean the inside out. I mean, that thing's all clogged up. And that's fine. We'll make it like brand new again because I'm not going to buy one if I don't have to. And I'll be using weather seal. We'll go over that when I'm reinstalling it around the bottom so it cushions against the framing of the car when you set it inside. So, okay. Okay, so that was gas tank removal. Very easy, but I have seen some people ask, how do you get these out? What do you do? What's underneath? Remember, for the fuel line, you can go through the inner well and release the fuel line. Make sure you pinch it off with a pair of vice grips or something, just in case it's filled with fuel. I knew mine was empty, so we knew that in advance. We're gonna clean this tank up and recondition it, and we'll film it when I do that part. Stay tuned for more, and thanks for being here.